Political correctness has infected government, academia, the workplace, you name it, but can you believe it? As Kevin Hart recently found out, even stand-up comedy is now beholden to the soul-destroying virus that is political correctness. Well, the perpetually offended are now deeply offended by Kevin Hart's very offensive Saturday Night Live monologue last week. Here's a snippet.
Women, I give you so much credit. Like, you guys do so much. I will. I take my hat off to you. You know why? Because when it comes to putting structure in a child's life, when it comes to bathing, feeding, taking the kid to school, from school, you guys do that. You're responsible for that. And you know what? I applaud you for that. But the one thing that you're not, is fun. Now, I know when you first hear it, I know you're getting the attitude already. What? I'm fun? That's a lie? You a lie? I'm fun? No, you're not. You're not. You've never heard a kid say, I can't wait to get home and play with my mom. You ain't never heard that.
What? He said what? Hart said mums aren't fun? That kids would like to play with their fathers instead of mothers? Oh, the horror, the misogyny, the hatred. And in this day and age of post-Harvey Weinstein, how insensitive. I mean, what Kevin Hart said was essentially exploiting a stereotype. No, sir, you can't do that. Not even if you're a stand-up comedian. Just check out the meltdown in the Twitterverse from Deborah DG, woman of SNL cast. How the hell did you allow that awful sexist Kevin Hart monologue to happen? Really? From Rabbi Evelyn Baz. 2017 has seen incredible progress for women. Kevin Hart's opening monologue belongs in 2016. Disappointed in NBC SNL for sexist opening monologue, and from TV critic Daniel Feinberg, given the recent problematic specifics of Kevin Hart's personal life, this would not have been the monologue direction I'd have taken. By the way, that last jab was in reference to Kevin Hart cheating on his wife, so I guess the rules are if a guy is unfaithful, he can no longer make jokes about that involved woman now. Wow. By the way, Hart isn't the only one feeling the wrath of Generation Snowflake when it comes to comedians. Remember the outrage that erupted in certain quarters when Chris Rock hosted the Academy Awards last year and made that incredibly insensitive Asian joke?
The results of tonight's Academy Awards have been tabulated by the accounting firm of PricewaterhouseCoopers. They sent us their most dedicated, accurate, and hard-working representatives. I want you to please welcome Ming Zhu, Bao Ling, and David Moskowitz.
You know, all of my Asian friends found that joke to be hilarious. Alas, some members of the Asian community were horrified, including director Ang Lee, actress Sandra Oh, and Mr. Sulu. They called the joke tasteless and undignified, all of which makes Rock's jokes racist, I guess. And in the aftermath, the Academy issued a groveling apology for this comedic day of infamy. But wait a minute, let's dissect Rock's joke here. Essentially, the gag was portraying children of Asian and Jewish descent as being overachievers. The kids are elementary school age, yet they're so smart that they're already working at a prestigious accounting firm. Is that where we are now, that you can be crucified for offering praise to a specific group of people? Oh, and by the way, why has there been no outrage from the Jewish community, given the third accountant was David Moskowitz? Man, this business of offensive comedy, it's so complicated, isn't it? And as I reported earlier this year, certain people are completely unhinged that the brilliant Curb Your Enthusiasm is back on the air after a 6-year hiatus. The Toronto Star's media connoisseur, Joanna Schneller, slammed the return of Curb, noting that the world has moved on since 2011 and that the lack of PC sensitivity in Curb makes the show embarrassing to watch in 2017. Actually, what's really embarrassing is reading columns by self-appointed media connoisseurs. As far as I'm concerned, show me a politically correct stand-up routine and I'll show you 20 minutes of soul-destroying boredom. Look, at the end of the day, Kevin Hart is not a head of state. He's not an ambassador. He's not a Supreme Court justice. He's a comedian. He specializes in telling jokes, you know, a short story with a humorous climax. And like it or not, Very often, the very best jokes push the envelope of taste and civility. And yes, so many LOL jokes are, perish the thought, sexist and racist in nature. That's the way it is. And if that reality check is offensive to you, my little social justice warrior snowflake, then please do us all a favor and go take your humorless selves into a quiet corner and let the rest of us have a hearty laugh. Oh, by the way, I was only joking. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Like what you just saw, then please check out my new show, Rebel Roundup, right here on the Rebel.media.